Chat, I have been equipped with the thought retainer. We're here for big brain hours. I'd like to hear sound, so I'm gonna get my earbuds because I can't hear anything. Yeah, hold on. So, oop, that connected to my phone. Not the. I'm like, that's a white man talking in my ear. That's not Green Room. From the acclaim. That's what I call my Adderall white man in my ear. God, could you imagine me on Adderall? I gotta get myself a primary care. Yeah. Oh, the thought retainer. Oh, that makes sense. God, chat, I'd be so powerful if I was medicated. Like, genuinely. Okay, so I'm actually gonna see. Because I know that my first emotes needed to be, like, approved by Twitch. But I feel like the second batch, that might not have been a thing. So, hold on. Because I haven't had an opportunity to do this, like, on my own time yet. So, let me see. So first, I need to go into desktop, stream assets, emotes. Okay, so we need you. And we need you. And we need you. Okay, so I have those two. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'm missing one. There they are. Okay, we're gonna go into Twitch and we're gonna see if this shit works. Okay, hold on. So it would be what? Community? Or is it content? Hold on. Or is it settings? Viewer rewards? Emotes. Emotes under viewer rewards. Also, is the music a little loud? It's looking like it's a little loud on the levels, so I'm gonna turn it down a smidge. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's what it is. All right, so I have a limited number of follower emotes, and then I have a list of emotes that are available to subscribers only. So in that case, let me open this, grab this. Okay. So then if we go to this button, can I just click and drag? My goodness. What are my other emotes called? Yeah, okay. So, we definitely need to put this one into the free emotes. I'll check it in just a second. Am I good to just call it Mint Thank? Okay. I think it might be in there. But now, the cool thing, chat, is that I didn't just get one new emote, you fucking chumps. I got 5. Call us chumps? Well, yeah, I mean, if you're a chump. I actually don't know what to call this one. Hey, Mintmod, you want to come over here and give me your opinion on what I should call this one? She's in a dungeon.
You know what? They're time runners. It's fine.
This one.
May explain?
See, I went with like May High, but...
Is that high?
Or
It
May...
looks like
May Excite?
May excite.
Which is also funny little. Okay. Oh, I can finally get rid of this weird GG emote. I don't know. Sorry. I'm not sure.
I have no idea what it is.
Okay, so there's that one, there's that one, there's that one, there's that one. What I'm gonna do is move Maythetic to be a sub-specific one, because I want this. I have an unanimated Maynard. There we go. Okay. And then I just got rid of Maythetic. Heaven to Betsy. Chat. We just got a whole bunch of new emotes. Brought to you by friend of the channel, Terrafe at assorted places. I don't actually... What? Tumblr. Definitely Tumblr. I'm gonna add these to the Discord later. But yeah, I wanted to finally... So yeah, we have, you have to be a subscriber in order to get animated emotes. And then we have our little basic list of auto-materated, may peak, may think, may triumph, and mint thank. Chat, at long last, you too can post exclamation mark thank you mint mod. Alrighty. That's enough stalling. I don't even want to think about this. So, chat, we need to recook our one line real quick. Also, I actually really quickly want to write down a line. Hannah and I have been prepping one of the boss fights at the end of Magma Hideout, and we finally found the line, so I do need to write that down. Let me go to playlists. This song's a lot more monotonous than I thought it was. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Did the OST for the Mystery Dungeon remake get taken down? I'm just noticing that my playlist of stream music, it has it normally starts with like the like quiz music from the Red Rescue Team remake, and it's gone now. So I wonder if that channel got nuked. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not that big a deal though. Okay. So yeah, before I move on and start cooking up anything else, I do need to get this written down, because I think we have to recook our last line a little bit because it's not quite as perfect as I thought. I have some ideas for how to fix it, but yeah, we could take the easy way out and just spend a heart scale, but I don't want to do that. But first, boss. Magma, admin, Tabitha, Magma, hideout. So, chat, we caught Pidgeot here, and Pidgeot's real cool because it turns this fight it trivializes this fight. It fucking trounces it. Mainly because it takes care of Hitmonlee and Yanmega in a row, and those are the problematic parts of this fight. It has to die to do that, but you know, it is what it is. Our Pidgeot's too high level. This is 77, our Pidgeot is 76. You might note that it is 2 points of speed faster than Yanmega, and that means that we can't do the line. But we found a fix, god damn it.
April was having a fucking crisis.
I was having a fucking crisis. Although, hold on a second.
Hold on, new crisis.
Yeah, because Victini gets fast kill, so it would just go Victini instead. Yeah, okay. I'm like, there's no way it would have been that easy to fix. So yeah, I had a fucking crisis about this fight, but we fixed it. So let me find Basculegion. Hannah, don't undersell yourself. You did a lot to help me with that. And again, just pointing out that Pidgeot is good for this line in general. Like, but yes, I am quite proud of what I was able to pull off here. So first things first, we have Blacephalon here. It can explode. Hi, Splatjoan. Welcome to stream. Did I just hear the Twitch jingle? Well, thank you for the follow. I don't know how you found us. I will assume walk in for Pokemon Emerald streams. Okay, anyways, so the problem is, so first things first, Blacephalon, it has a focus sash and it knows explosion. A little problematic. Our Sharpedo can do a lot of damage to it, specifically with Flip Turn, which is really nice. However, obviously we can't one-hit KO it, and it's faster than us, and it could boom turn 1. So our answer to it is to pre-toxic Sharpedo so we can't get burned. And then giving Sharpedo a Citrus Berry, we delete a move for Icy Wind. I'm going to turn the game music down a little bit more because it definitely seems like it's a smidge loud right now. Yep, very big Pokemon fan, was on the Emerald article. Well, I don't know if you're familiar with Run and Bun, but if you are, I hope that you have fun. We're currently in Magma Hideout, which has been a time. Okay, so we go for Icy Wind. Icy Wind does 97%, which if you notice, combined with Flip Turn, does equal over 100%. The main benefit is that Icy Wind drops its speed by 1, making Blacephalon slower than us. Shit, thank you very much for the gift sub, Theo. I need to move where that notification thing is. I need to, like, here, I need to get that, like, right up here. And then where is... Hold on. Because, like, properties... Okay, how do I make that, like, top row? Transform... Because it's an alert box. It's not just that, is it? Hold on. Oh, I suppose I can't see it right now. Okay, so let me go into properties and test. Testing. Well, it doesn't want to test. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. Now it's not, like, blended in with our other thing. But yeah, thank you so much for the gift sub, yo. And Splat, I guess I hope we get to see more of you. Okay. So it's sad if Blacephalon explodes on Sharpedo, but it at least it does what we need to have happen. And that's the important part. Like, it still kills Blacephalon. It's just a question of if this fight requires 2 sacks or 3. And if Sharpedo manages to not get boomed on turn 1, like your hat, thank you, my girlfriend got it for me. But yeah, if it doesn't boom turn 1, we KO it specifically with Flip Turn. We Flip Turn into Hisuian Electrode, holding a Life Orb. Let me just write some notes down real quick. Teach Char I Wind, delete Hurricane off of Pidge. Level Pidge to 76. 76, yeah. Have a switch to? Just standard switch. I haven't bothered making the upgrade yet. I just don't play enough on it right now to really justify it. Delete Hurricane off Pidge, level Pidge to 70, not 76, 77. It kind of doesn't matter, but I think matters maybe a little. No, it does matter, because it makes it a sure thing. Pre-toxic Char. Who's buzzing my phone? Okay. So pre-toxic Sharpedo. I think that's the last of the pre-statusing. So we are going to equip Char, Bask, and that's it. Char and Bask with Citrus Berry. Equip Buey and Gran with Shed Shell. Equip Elec with Life Orb. And equip Pidge with Pidgeotite. Okay. Is that how it's spelled? Pidgeotite? Yeah, it is. Cool. Okay. So, we KO Blacephalon. Next thing is we bring in Electrode. It will be either at max HP or 88.75%. It'll be down an eighth of its max HP if Shark Flip turns into it. Point is, it outspeeds Hitmonlee. Or specifically, Hitmonlee doesn't see a kill on it. Yanmega doesn't see a kill on it. Snorlax does see a kill on it. It's faster than everything, so the AI wants to go for the first thing that sees a slow kill on us that we don't obviously kill in return. So, Snorlax hits the field. It sees that it can kill us with Heat Crash, so it never goes for Curse. It obviously wouldn't go for Rest. It's at full HP. And it's not going to click Body Slam. What we are going to do is click Volt Switch, pivot into Ulara, who takes at most 41% from Heat Crash, plus the 12.5% from being in Magma Storm. The important thing to note is that Superpower does 93.7%, Life Orb boosted Volt Switch does 14.4%, which, if I'm doing this napkin math correctly, 352 divided by 16 is 22, so 22 plus 352 is 374 minus the lowest roll of Life Orb boosted Volt Switch, 51 is 323, minus the lowest roll of Superpower is 330, so we always Volt Switch plus Leftovers Recovery plus Superpower KO Snorlax. That's the important thing. Let's go plus attack Ulara. It's true. We almost needed to either use an item or scale her attack, but we don't need to. Honestly, would it have mattered if she was at 0? She actually, oh, I suppose this is plus attack, yeah. She could have had a 0 attack IV. As long as she has the plus attack nature, she can do it. Okay, so once Snorlax goes down, we are KOing it with Superpower, which drops our attack by 1, and notably our defense by 1. This is very important. Why is it very important? Well, we are going to take, hold on, I have to reset, so she takes Heat Crash. The lowest damage she takes from Heat Crash is 68. I need 2 calculators for this. Okay, so she has 287 HP. She loses an eighth of her max HP every turn she's in Magma Storm, which is 2. So 287 divided by 8 is 35. So we lose 35 HP twice, and we lose the lowest roll of Heat Crash minus 68 means that we will always be down to at least 149 HP with -1 attack, -1 defense, which means Hitmonlee comes in next and sees a kill with low kick. It could also see a kill with Earthquake. Thankfully, that doesn't matter. The main thing is that it sees a kill with low kick and doesn't see a kill with fake out. Because it is faster than us, it will always prioritize going for low kick over fake out, meaning it will never use its normal gem, triggering Unburden, so it will always remain at 160 speed. This is very important for us. Beware obviously has the Shed Shell, so we are able to raw swap to Pidgeot. Pidgeot takes at most 73.1% from low kick. What's great about that is it means that Pidgeot can always live max roll low kick crit and 2 turns of Magma Storm chip. And that is the most important thing. So what's going to happen is normally we would kill it with Pidgeot, Yanmega would come in, and then we would Mega Evolve to jump a speed tier and kill it. What we are relying on is that Pidgeot Mega Evolved is faster than everything on their team because Absol doesn't count as being Mega Evolved, it counts as Mega Absol. So 161, Victini is 203, Snorlax is dead, and Yanmega, if it was faster than us, we wouldn't have this problem in the first place. So we are going to immediately Mega Evolve, KO Hitmonlee with Dual Wing Beat. We outspeed, we KO it easy style. And if it goes for Earthquake, we're fine. The important thing is that because we always take at least 2 turns of Magma Storm, Yanmega always sees that it can kill us with Air Slash. Notably, we don't actually need it to kill us, but like, it, you know, I'm pretty sure it's impossible for us to survive 3 turns on the field. Pidgeot is going to die here. We would normally click Hurricane. We actually have to delete Hurricane. We have to have any move that isn't Hurricane. Reason being, if we have Hurricane, Yanmega sees that we outspeed and kill it with Hurricane, so it won't come in. The AI will instead send in Victini. Excuse me. But because of the 2 turns of Magma Storm chip, we are reduced to 75% of our max HP, at least. Potentially lower if we get hit by low kick. Because Hitmonlee can also potentially go for Earthquake into Ulara, and that's fine. We just take no damage instead of 50% of our health. We outspeed, because it is Yanmega's first turn on the battlefield, it cannot click Detect because it's a single battle. So Yanmega is going to get absolutely fucking blasted by Brave Bird. And then Pidgeot is likely to KO itself, which is sad, but it is what it is. Pidgeot was always going to die during this fight. Notably, it is technically possible that Pidgeot KOs Yanmega through the power of crit. If we get lucky and crit and kill Yanmega and Pidgeot survives the turn, that is fine. That just means that we sacrifice Pidgeot to Victini after getting in, like, you know, a big chunk of Brave Bird damage, and it's really funny. But that's unlikely. We're not planning for that. Typically what's going to happen is Yanmega is on the field, Pidgeot is fighting it, we drop it down to at least, so 243 minus 204 is 39. It kills us. In comes Basculegion. Shadow Sneak does at least 40 damage. So we managed to successfully always KO it by 1 point. Once Basculegion hits the field, Yanmega is capable of clicking Detect. The thing that makes this thing a nightmare is speed boost, so it gets faster than you every turn. We spent a long time trying to figure out how we could, like, kill Pidgeot, because Electrode is faster than it at +1 speed, and, like, guaranteeing that it sees a kill on Electrode with Air Slash, so that way it doesn't click Detect. It was too messy. What we realized is that the AI can only click Detect up to 2 turns in a row. So Basculegion loses at most a quarter of its max HP, but eventually once Yanmega doesn't click Detect, we get to kill it with Shadow Sneak. Cool time. Once we do that, the AI will see, I believe, Victini, 92.3. Ooh, hold on a second. But we always have to be on the field for at least 1 round, so we will, our HP will be low enough to show a kill to Bolt Strike. And that's the important part. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Watermelon. Sorry, I just had to take a second to make sure that Basculegion does in fact always bait in Victini on Bolt Strike, and it does. Because once Yanmega knocks out Pidgeot, so if Pidgeot knocks out Yanmega, Victini will see a KO on Pidgeot with Bolt Strike. If Pidgeot gets KO'd as expected, Basculegion comes in. Because it came in off a sack, it doesn't take a turn of Magma Storm Chip. The one turn it would take to kill Yanmega means that it will always lose at least a quarter of its max HP, which means that it'll always be down into at least the 80s, so we always bait Bolt Strike. This is good. Victini has the move V-Create that drops both of its defenses and its speed by 1 stage when being used, and it has the held item Eject Pack, which says whenever its stats get lowered, it's forced to swap out. We are instead going to rely on the fact that Basculegion is a ghost type and is thus allowed to switch in Magma Storm. We're going to swap to Granbull. Granbull's Intimidate drops Victini's attack, forcing it to switch out. The only thing that can come in at that point is Absol. Absol comes in. We one-hit KO it with Play Rough. We managed to one-hit KO it with Play Rough, and that's really cool. Even with like Mega Absol and everything, we take at most like, 46% plus 2 ticks of Magma Storm. We are good. There is nothing this thing can do to cheese us. Once we KO Absol, the only thing left on the board is Victini. Now, if Sharpedo is still alive, Granbull is holding his Shed Shell, we will swap to Sharpedo to kill it. This is so that way we can guarantee that Victini uses V-Create at least one time. So what's going to happen is we're going to swap to Sharpedo, die to V-Create, or any of its moves. Thankfully, we don't care what move it kills it with, because the V-Create we're trying to bait isn't even technically into Sharpedo. Now, if Sharpedo died to Boom earlier in the line, unfortunately, that means we have to sacrifice Granbull to Victini, which means 3 deaths instead of 2. But we are safe. Once something dies, it lets Electrode come in for free. The most amount of damage Electrode could have taken at this point is 1 tick of Magma Storm Chip and 1 tick of Life Orb damage. So that is 22.25%. We're in the high 70s. We never bait Psychic. We always bait V-Create. We outspeed Victini. Life Orb Volt Switch does 21%. We swap to Basculegion. Basculegion takes at most 69.8% from V-Create. You might note that before, it could take a max of 2 turns of Magma Storm Chip while on the field against Yanmega, which means critical hit V-Create knocks us down to up to 5% away from death. Then our Citrus Berry procs, bringing us over the line so that once we take Magma Storm at the end of the turn, we do not die. Once it drops all of its defenses by 1, Liquidation does 81%, plus the 21% from Volt Switch, KOs Victini. Fuck this fight. Fuck this fight. Let's write it down. Opens, blah. It would have been so fucking simple if we didn't overlevel Pidgeot. It would have been so fucking simple. But instead, Hannah had to like soothe me while I was having a panic attack about this for like 80% of yesterday. It was awful. Okay. Open with Char. Use. I. Wind. KO with Flip. Turn to Elec. Swap to Snore. V, switch to Biwi, OHKO with, or sorry, not OHKO, it is technically just regular KO. KO with super power. Swap to hit him. Swap to Pig, OHKO with D Wing Beat. Swap. Sorry. Mega Evo and OHKO with Dual Wing Beat. Swap to Yanm. Use B Bird. Sorry. Use bee, bird, and sack. Send, sorry, I guess it would be sack and sack to Bask. Use, or sorry, spam S sneak until KO. Swap to Vict. Swap to Gran. Swap to Abso. OHKO with P Rough. Revenge of Vict. If alive, swap to Char to sack. If not, sack Gran to, or how do I sack Pidge into Bask. Swap to Char to sack into no, we hit the field. If it detects turn 1, we take 1. If it oh yeah. Oh, you're right. Fuck me. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Fuck. Fuck. You're right. Yeah. It would be 3 turns in. I'm almost wondering if we could get away with some shit like pre-damaging Basculegion to, after like a Magma Storm chip, always show killed to Giga Drain or like Air Slash or something, but no, at that point we would lose more HP than just, you know. Fucking hell. Yeah, we go down to 118. Or 188. Which means most V-Create crits kill us. Fuck! Yeah, you're right. I did the math wrong. If it double detects... Frick. Do we just take the risk at that point? Like, I don't see many better options. Because I don't think... Drifloom obviously can't serve the same role, neither can Delmise, because neither have a priority move. We could, in theory, swap out Basculegion with Arcanine, get rid of Granbull's Shed Shell, and just accept that we're sacking Granbull instead of Sharpedo. Because Arcanine definitely can come in on a V-Create, and it can definitely do the requisite amount of damage to Yanmega. And yeah, once its defense is at -1, it's actually less than I thought it'd be. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Fuck it, it's something to worry about later. I'm gonna keep writing this line down. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Fuck it, we ball. This fight isn't going to be for like a week. Just note that. This fight is not going to be for a while. Basculegion, your defense is 15. We set it to 31. Okay, if we scale Basculegion's defense, V-Create only kills on max roll crit after all of those, which is a very acceptable risk tolerance. That's triple detect or double detect, plus crit, plus max roll. Yeah, I think it could be optimized still. I was gonna say, we have most of the hard parts figured out. The nice thing is that, like, sacking Granbull sucks, obviously, but we are about to get Mega Sharpedo, so, like, it's worth potentially keeping around to do stuff. I don't want to sack Granbull. Like, we have options. For now, I'm just going to finish writing this out. To sack into Alec, if not, sack Gran. Sack Gran into Alec. Okay. V switch to Basque. KO with liquidation. I suppose it's worth noting, what are the odds that it even detects 3 times in a row? Because, like, AI doc. So it's only a coin flip turn 1. It's technically worse than a coin flip for them. Yeah, if AI protected last turn, 50% chance to never happen again. So first, it's like, I think it's a 40% chance to click detect. Hold on. Does Silcalc have a thing for this? Yeah, okay. So let's assume we've got Dread9 against this. 40% chance to detect. Protected last turn. 20% chance. Is there any downside to going for the original plan where you try to pre-damage Electrode H into the range of Yanmega, and if boom happens, no, because we can't get Electrode's HP low enough without using a heart scale. The Electrode line works if we use a well, hold on. Yeah, no, I think maybe we could try to optimize it. No, because we need Electrode to have a lot of HP, so that way Victini always goes for V-Create on it. I'm not sure if we could control for a range of HP. I suppose it's worth noting that Electrode does come in on a sack. Okay, because it would need... So the amount of HP, it would need to be pre-damaged to... Sorry, chat, we're calcing a fight that's not even going to happen. Okay, so we need to be above low kick. So we have to be at least 152 after 1 turn of Magma Storm. I will say, this line becomes riskier because then we're trying to also do the Pidgeot air stall against Yanmega, or against Hitmonlee into Yanmega to do this. Which at that point, I do think the odds of successfully pulling off the Pidgeot Roost stall so it KOs itself on Yanmega before it uses its Flying Gem is worse, because I think we agree that that was like, yeah, 1 in 100. This would be a 1 in 16 times first it would be it's like a 4 and 10 here. So first it would be 16 divided by, or sorry, 1 divided by 16 plus, or times 40%. So it'd be times 0.4 times 0.2. Yeah. So that is a 0.5 or half of a percent chance. So like 1 in 200, give or take, I think. And even then, for the Victini rolls, we just need to be above 299 divided by 8, 37, 299 minus 37, 188. Critical hit V create only gets it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rolls. So 11 divided by 16 times 0.6875. So it's 1/3 of a percent for this to go wrong. Worth noting that if it goes wrong, it's not necessarily the devil. Like, it sucks and we lose a really good Pokemon, but we can in theory then send out Electrode to like Volt Switch into another thing that could get sacked. And like with special defense at -1, Electrode can probably clear that. And if we manage to get it to V-create twice, it's slow enough for Beware to kill. Yeah, okay. I think... Yeah. The worst case scenario, I think, is we lose Sharpedo, Pidgeot, Basculin Legion, and Granbull. Because by the time... Yeah, we'll look more into it later. For right now, that's the line. Anyways, on to fights we're actually doing today. Magma Grunt number 3. Oh, Magma Grunt number 3, stop. You're so sexy. Yeah, okay. So the thing is, we thought we had Magma Grunt number 3 figured out. We don't quite have Magma Grunt number 3 figured out yet, which is annoying. But we're getting there. Okay. So, first things first. Slowbro, you don't need that twisted spoon. First part of the fight's pretty straightforward. Slowbro clicks Future Sight. Slowbro clicks Slack Off. Repeat until Nidoking dies. It has a focus band, so it's not a guarantee. Once we KO Nidoking, AI sees the only kill it sees on us is with Explosion, so it won't go for that. And we kill it with Surf. It sees that we outdamage Aerodactyl, but it sees that slaking outspeeds and outdamages us, so it'll probably go for slaking. Yeah, I think it's guaranteed to go for slaking. Slaking wants to go for double edge or retaliate. I'm pretty sure, because 140. Yeah, it should always be retaliate, never crunch, I believe. Reason for that is we're going to swap to a ghost type to take no damage. It then would like to go for crunch, but it's currently in the throes of truant. So we are going to bring in Delmise, likely take some Stealth Rocks chip because Nidoking probably sent those up, rapid spin away those Stealth Rocks, and hit Slaking to proc its eject button. We are now at +1 speed. We are at speed 106, which means we are faster than Camerupt. Now, Camerupt sees a kill on us with Eruption, but the important thing is that Aerodactyl sees a kill on us with Dual Wing Beat after a little bit of pre-damage. We have to do like a smidgen of pre-damage. So that way it sees that kill and comes in on us. Yeah, 180. Or down to 180. I think that accounts for a world where Nidoking somehow never sets up Stealth Rocks. Okay. It wants to go for Dual Wing Beat. We are going to swap to something that can definitely take Dual Wing Beat. Probably Togedemaru. I wonder. Now, the issue with this fight is that we were relying on Eldegoss to make Aerodactyl slow, so that way Garchomp could come in and secure a KO on it. I'm starting to think that maybe actually regular Garchomp has the same matchup, right? Yeah. That we actually just rely on Garchomp and Togedemaru to have Aerodactyl KO itself. That being said, it would bring in, yeah, I think it's basically guaranteed to bring in Slacking, right? If we were to equip Garchomp with, instead of Garchomp, I had a Citrus Berry, it can't heal against Aerodactyl, but it can, like, once Aerodactyl goes down, it then gets that Citrus Berry healing. And notably can click Iron Head. As long as Aerodactyl clicks 2 Dual Wing Beats into Togedemaru and 2 Dual Wing Beats into Garchomp, we're fine. We could potentially even, like, it goes for Dual Wing Beat. We swap to Toge to take those duels. We then swap back into Delmise on Earthquake to take nothing. And then rebaiting Dual Wing Beat, I'm pretty sure. We might need to make sure, because hold on, 25%. No, 90 minus 25%, or sorry. High roll Earthquake is 54. 180 minus 54 is 126. It sees 3 hits of that, so 28 times 3. 84. Okay, good. Yeah, so what we could do is send in Togedemaru to take Dual Wing Beat. Toge can even get off a cheeky Fake Out for a little bit of bonus damage. Could also try to, on its second round in, Spiky Shield. Because the thing is, I believe if its HP gets dropped low enough, Aerodactyl can go for Fire Fang. 136 instead of Earthquake. What's crit roll Earthquake on this again? 54? 72. Yeah, too dangerous. I'm gonna go, I think. Good luck, Calkin. Thank you, Watermelon. Have a good night. Run and Bun. Yes, Amanda694. Welcome to stream. Getting quite a couple first-time chatters tonight. That's fun. And thank you for the follow. Cool. Just find us from the Twitch homepage, or are you one of the people from NIGHTCORE? So, we have a couple options, right? Because theoretically, I'm not in deck cord. Well, fair enough. I see a couple faces in there who find me through that. So what I could do, because Garchomp, after a couple dual wing beats, like after Aerodactyl has chipped away a quarter of its max HP, Iron Head kills, but only if we're faster. We could theoretically get in Electrode Hisui. Because it does in fact always live. The only moves Garchomp can bait are Dual Wing Beat and Earthquake. Which means it can never crit kill Electrode. The letters are so small I can't tell what's happening. We're doing math, baby. We are doing run and bun math. So, Hisuian Electrode, does it need Life Orb for this? Yes. Potentially. Is this Hell Room? We're not in Hell Room yet. We are in Magma Hideout. We are approaching Hell Room. We actually just finished calcing out Tabitha, which has possibly one of the bigger risks that our run will be experiencing. But that's cool, and it's fine, and we'll be okay. Okay. So, in theory, Dual Wing Beat into Togedemaru, Bait Earthquake. Well, actually, 5% on Fake Out. So that's 50% plus the 5% from Fake Out, which means Hisuian Electrode does not need Life Orb. Okay. So theoretically, instead of using Eldegoss, we could use Garchomp on a Dual Wing Beat and Electrode on a dual, and then swap into Electrode, who could then either kill outright with Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. Hey Curses, welcome to Stream, hun. So sad I won't be one of the first 100 people that beat this game. I hope you can be in the 100. I mean, fingers crossed. We're what, up to like the 80s now? I actually don't know how full the Hall of Fame is these days. I try not to think too hard about stuff like that. So, yeah. The question is, if we kill Aerodactyl with Electrode, we're faster than everything, so it actually probably just brings in Camerupt for Eruption. So that's not great. Yeah, there's no clean way to get Electrode in on Zoroark to like do something fancy. So assuming we kill it with Volt Switch, and let's say we send in Garchomp. Garchomp obviously shows a kill to Camerupt, so it won't come in. Garchomp does not outdamage Slacking. That includes Mega Garchomp. I hop on a flight in 10 hours. Ooh, fun. Where are you going? We could just rely on the strat we did before, where we Volt Switch to Slowbro to bait in Slaking on the Thingamajig. Swap to Delmise on a move that is guaranteed to not be Crunch. That dreaded Pit of Ice and Rocks, Wisconsin. Oh no. I see we are certified Wisconsin haters in chat right now. That is a good point. Bringing Electrode does mean that when we get the final hit on Slacking, we can switch to something that beats Zoroark, ideally. Or, like, doesn't need to do all that much fucking around to beat Zoroark. It would just need to be, like, Arcanine dies to Focus Blast too much. Draco Meteor. Life Orb? No, that wouldn't do it. Even then, it would be the same issue. Yeah, no, our issue truly is just finding something that can, like, kill Zoroark and then help us get to, Camerupt. Because, like, I could absolutely dunk this thing into the core of the earth with a Draco Meteor. But then, if Camerupt explodes on it, that's a whole can of worms. Oh yeah, that's a good point. The issue is Stone Edge. That's what it is. Critical hit Sludge Bomb into crit Stone Edge, kill D-Knight. That's a good point, though, is that if the thing I can bring in... Because Noivern shows a kill to Zoroark, and a fast kill at that, so Zoroark won't come in. Also, yeah, worth noting, Togedemaru does in fact, we could just Volt Switch to Toge against Slaking, and then just fake out turn 1. Be fake out Nuzzle, Spiky Shield. And then we start zinging and zapping. Zorn and Zoopin. Yeah, no, the main thing is just finding something that, like, can get the kill on Zoro, but also live Quick Claw Camerupt, and that's shockingly difficult. So it's like, I need like one extra team slot to dedicate here, I feel like. Because the original plan was to use Mega Altaria to set up, actually, I wonder. Oh, it resists normal type moves, so I have to imagine, Extreme Speed probably doesn't do that much to Aerodactyl. Although we are Inner Focus, but Rock Blast does a lot to us. Dragonite, where are you? Yeah, Extreme Speed only does 18%. I don't even think with Silk Scarf. With Silk Scarf, we could get up to the range where Togedemaru fake out and then like 2 dual wing beat recoils into D-Knight would kill. But then we don't have the thingamajig. And like 45%, 56%. Too many crits in a row would kill us. Because, like, the problem is just trying to... Because if I can get Slowbro in against Camerupt, we're fine. But there's, like, no clean way to switch it in. Because, like... I mean... Stone Edge into Eruption, actually. Oh, does Dragonite do it? Hold on. Wait. Because let's assume we bring Dragonite. Yeah, wait. Dragonite might actually be the answer. Mainly just because it consistently baits Stone Edge. instead of Eruption. Which Slowbro takes a lot better on the switch-in. And crit Stone Edge into crit Eruption, don't kill. Okay, Dragonite might be the answer. Electrode, Volt switching into Dragonite for Zoroark. And then, yeah, it goes for, like, Sludge Bomb or something, which is fine. We show a fast kill to Camerupt, but a slow kill to Zoro, so Zoro comes in. All we need is the Dragon Fang. Okay, that does it. I think that does it perfect. And then how much damage does Electrode need to do to Slacking with Volt Switch? 17.4% is a little dubious, but Magnet makes that a little easier. 21? 21? I'm sorry I did that. I'm sorry I did that. I've seen too much MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! Recently. Okay, so we are not using Alta. That shit came from 2014. What the hell happened to you? Like I said, I've been watching too much MBT Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. But yeah, so in that case, Aerodactyl comes out. It wants to get, Let me just confirm that this also still works in the world where we pre-damage Delmise to 180 and we have to take around a Stealth Rocks chip. I'm pretty sure it does. Delmise is neutral to rocks. Grass doesn't resist, but Ghost isn't weak. Just confirming. Grass. Ghost. Yep, neutral to rock. So it loses 1/8 of its max HP. 210 divided by 8 is 26. So 180 minus 26 minus 1 critical hit Earthquake is 54. Brings us to 100, which is still above Fire Fang. Okay, perfect. So Aerodactyl comes out, it sees Dual Wing Beat. Step 1 is swap to Togedemaru, then click Fake Out. Togedemaru always then baits Earthquake, swap back to Delmise to tank Earthquake, rebait Dual Wing Beat into Garchomp. Notably, there will not be rocks on the second swap. Swamp into Chomp to make it take some DWB recoil. I do think we have the luxury of trying to just kill it with Garchomp this turn. Like, I don't think we need to swap to Electrode is the thing. Even to max roll crit Dual Wing Beats, that could make it dubious. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe we play it safe. Point is, yeah, swap to Electrode on DWB. Always live it. Thank you, Electric Typing, for making us immune. Did you celebrate today? What did I celebrate today? What is to celebrate today? Wait, True, yeah, depending on Garchomp HP, we might not be able to consistently bait a normal type move into Delmise. Great Bostonian Molasses Flood of 1999. I guess I am. Hannah, question. Do you know if being paralyzed blanks a non-truant turn, like, if slaking has truant but becomes paralyzed, is fully paralyzed, does it just miss that turn and it does another truant round? Hey chat, should I send a little request to my wife so you all can bust out your brand new favorite emote? I can't 100% say, but if it works like flitching, then yes, it'll skip its actionable turn. I think I tried to ask NIGHTCORE this and no one answered last time. I'm gonna try to ask again. If Truant Mon is full para on active turn, does it just blank the turn? Because I don't think we need to use Nuzzle, since Electrode is naturally faster than Slaking, but Nuzzle does a lot less damage than Zingzap, which means that we're able to use it to safely chip its HP down a little more, like without risking like crit killing. One second. Okay. Answer me, NIGHTCORE people. Okay, realistically, I don't even need it, right? Like, okay. So first, hold on. Swap to Toge. I do need to rewrite my line a little. Swap to Toge. Use F out. Swap to Del. Swap to Gark. Swap to Elec. KO with V switch to Toge. So Toge is just already on the field in this version. Use F out, use Nuzzle, use Spiky Shield, use Zingzap. Repeat 5 or 6 until slaking is below 40%. Okay. Because I don't need to nuzzle it, right? Also worth noting that we know, based on Toge's HP, it should always be above double edge range. So we only need to worry about it clicking Earthquake, so we don't need to worry about it KOing itself on Spiky Shield at an inopportune time. Because the attack it tries to use is non-contact. Okay, so in this case, it would be swap to Elec, KO. So we now need to make sure that it is below 20%. KO with V, switch to drag. Oh, that's why my Candyland post is getting notes. What do you mean? Oh, what? Because of the Great Bostonian Molasses Flood? Flood anniversary. Gotcha. Pikes. I have asked my wife for coffee. So that way we get to be funny when she brings it to me. I gotta get my bangs retrimmed. Swap to drag OHKO with D Meteor. $58, $35. Yeah, so we do need to make sure the Dragonite knows Surf. Teach, drag, surf. Ah, she's eating dinner right now. That's what she is. She will bring me my cup of mud. Won't the dinner be done? Woth the dinner. I am wondering if, as long as I calculate like minimum damage, maximum damage with Togedemaru with all of our hits against slacking, because like Zingzap is 50 or is 15.6. We're gonna give Toge a Lepa Berry because like the most, yeah, just critical hit Zingzap does so much damage. I just need someone to confirm that paralysis is safe. Do I have to... I might have to at faulty with this. I wonder if he's streaming. He is not. Princess Silmar is streaming, but I don't think she's gotten any further than I have in this, so I'm not sure she'd know the answer. How does paralysis interact with Truant in Pokemon? Okay, so there's so many fucking ads. Love you, Bulbapedia. Hate you, Bulbapedia. Every second turn, a Pokemon with Truant cannot use a move due to loafing around, such that the Pokemon can move on its first turn, but not its second turn. Switching out or gaining the ability Truant resets the counter for Truant. Using an item does not count as a turn for the purposes of Truant. In Generation 5, Truant is reset by sleep, and a Pokemon with Truant will always be able to attack on the turn it wakes up. In Generation 3, using a healing item counts as a turn for Truant. Sri's active. I'm very tempted to just add Sri. Truant is reset by sleep. Moves with a charging turn, such as Fly, will not work unless the user is holding a power herb, because the turn in which the move would be executed is the same turn in which the Pokemon would be in Truant. If a Pokemon with Truant uses a move that forces it to recharge next turn, such as Hyper Beam, then it will loaf around and recharge during the same turn. Because of this recharge, Pokemon will be unable to use items or switch on this turn. If a Pokemon gains Truant, it works favorably. Okay. 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 Just confirming Dueling Beat never does 30%. Yeah. Okay. Then I think that's the line, right? The only potential hiccup is a world where Slowbro doesn't have full HP on the turn Nidoking dies. So... Equip Gark with Garchompite. I do think we continue to have Garchomp equipped with Garchompite. Oh yeah, wait. Yeah, depending on ranges, I think Mega Garchomp can swap in on Stone Edge and get the KO through Eruption too. So that's good. Okay, yeah, we bring Garchompite still as a backup in case Slowbro is at an inopportune amount of HP when Nidoking goes down. And yeah, Togedemaru obviously baits slacking, and it's faster than Camerupt, so the game won't go for Camerupts. And we'll go for Zoroark because slacking sees a kill. Cool. Yeah, so we keep Gark equipped with Garchompite, equip Drag with Dragon Fang. Okay. Yeah. The reason we want this, chat, is just because, like, we're trying to get slaking below 20%, 21% technically. And if we get, you know, kind of close, but then we happen to bonk it with a high roll crit, we could kill it on accident. So having Nuzzle means that we have a move that never does more than 10%. So we'll always definitely know when it's in the range. And Lepaberry gives Zing Zap more, or Spiky Shield more than enough PP. Okay. Well, let's dive into it then. Is the audio on? It is not on. All right. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum. Also, hey, we might get to see the debut of Mega Garchomp, depending on how the fight goes. It only gets to Mega Evolve if we use it as the answer to Camerupt, so. You're so problematic. 176, god damn it. Its IVs were a little worse. It was too good for its own good. Okay. Blow slow. And I believe we confirmed that Future Sight bug, or Retaliate bug, isn't procced by Future Sight, right? Good. Wait, where's Toga? It's probably just on the team, isn't it? There it is. Okay. Okay. God, Rough Skin on Garchomp is such great secret tech. Bag that, bag that, bag that. We technically don't need a held item on Slowbro. I'm content to give it a Citrus Berry, just in case. I think that just kind of feels like the most logical thing to give it. Unless Nidoking wants to, like, proc Focus Band 5 times in a row. But at that point... So that's 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. At that point, that's 1 in 100,000. And if we get desperate, we just start clicking fucking, surf. Mordwin doesn't need a healing item. Yeah. We also don't need a Pecha Berry on Flibber on this line, because originally we were considering having it swap in against Zoroark, but now we don't need that. Elda with a Miracle Seed. Elda isn't even on this line anymore. We also got to make sure that we have Surf on Dragonite, as you say, Hannah. It's down here somewhere. I love having a flex slot on this thing. Bye, Brook Break. I'm sure we'll see you again in the future. Okay, Dragon Fang. Magnet. Garchompite. And a Lepaberry. Mordwin doesn't need anything. We could give it a Citrus Berry for the funzers. Because, like... Yeah, it's only ever going to be in against Aerodactyl. And Aerodactyl has Unnerve, so... It's like a backup in case something goes wrong, but is it even? Mordwin is slower than Camerupt and instantly dies to it. Here, you know what, well... No, that doesn't do anything. Mordwin... Yeah, because Anchor Shot already shows a kill to Aerodactyl. That's really funny. That if we didn't pre-damage, Aerodactyl actually wouldn't come in because we show it a kill. Silk Scarf for the insane rapid spin damage on Slaking. You know what? It is like 13%. Yeah, fuck it. 13.5%. We take those. You know what? No. We are going to do Citrus Berry. In case, like, somehow Slaking goes for something that isn't Double Edge or Retaliate on the swap. So, like, if it goes for Earthquake, we make sure that we heal up to a point where Aerodactyl still sees Dual Wing Beat. Funny as that is. So... Citrus... Garchompite, Magnet, Dragon Fang. May as well be no item, but it is a Lepaberry. Yeah, because we definitely show a kill to Camerupt. We don't show a kill to Aerodactyl, but we outdamage it by so much it's not even funny. Just looking at this hand, I want to make sure that I'm getting this right. So without a damage boosting item, we show a slow kill to Camerupt, and obviously we show an out damage. We don't show a kill to Aerodactyl, but we do show that we pretty substantially outdamage it. Top end 95% versus top end 28%. Slaking top ends at 58%, where we top out at 48%, so it should come in. And Zoroark tops out at 40, while we top out at 30. So we should be fine. Ugh. Oh my god, we're almost through the bad coffee. Cuppo Mud. I'm gonna wait for that to cool down a bit. We do still need to pre-damage Delmise. Recent script. Yes, chat. Post it. Post the new emote. Can we get some exclamation mark thank you mint mods? Pre-damage to 180. We just had to recook the fight against Grunt number 3 a little bit. We got it though.
Is that the one that was the mental breakdown one?
No, that's like fight 17. No, it's fight 15. Because technically there's a double battle, so there's 15 grunts up to Tabitha, but 2 of them are in one fight. Okay. We're fucking fine. Make sure Kaylin knows Surf currently. It looks like she does. Okay. Pre-damage to that. Equip Slow with Citrus. Equip Toge with Lepa. Magnet. Garchomp Bite. Dragon Fang. Alright. Grunt number 3, here we come. I never know what's the A button, what's the B button half the time. Okay. Songs to fuck and or come to. It's a good song! I will not apologize. Woke will not claim me. Okay. I play it safe when I walk around. Ah, that's a path back down. Da 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 da. Okay. And just confirming, you have poison, point, not poison, touch, but even then you're only ever clicking Earthquake or Stealth Rock. Yeah, we're so fine. Just gotta make sure I don't accidentally poison, or get poisoned by Nidoking, but I do not believe that is an issue. When making contact with this Pokemon. Good. Ugh. Infinitely paranoid. I'm shocked how far in they let me walk. New room. Okay. It's fine. It's cool. I got it. Alright, say hello to Magma Grunt number 3. Opens with the Nidoking. We open with a Kalen. Nidoking's got Focus Band, so any move that could kill it has a 1 in 10 chance to not. It knows Stealth Rock, it's got Earthquake, Poison Jab, Ice Punch. Thankfully, it just wants to go for Earthquake or Stealth Rock. It could go for Earthquake turn 1, but it's very likely to go for Stealth Rock. We are going to click Future Sight, which is a 1-hit KO, assuming no Focus Band. Stealth Rock, as expected. We're gonna click Slack Off. And now we ideally want to see it get killed this turn. Ooh. Yeah, instead of relying on knocking off its Focus Band, we are just relying on like sheer war of attrition, number of hits we can get in on this thing. And thankfully we only needed the 1. What do you do with your life now? Pantheon of Hollow Nest. Chat, can we get some exclamation mark congratulations, Mint Mod? Now, if I understand this right, we should be seeing Slacking next. Good. Okay. Slacking wants to bonk us real fucking hard with Retaliate. It is always the move it goes for here, unless it goes for Double Edge. It could potentially go for Double Edge, and that's totally fine, because they're both normal type attacks. We are going to swap Kalen to Mordwin, who blanks those moves. Youch. Oh shit, Double Edge roll. Okay. It is now currently in the midst of Truant, which means we have a free opportunity to clear away rocks and get a +1 boost to our speed. We also proc its eject button. In comes Aerodactyl. Perfect. Aerodactyl has a nerve. We can't eat berries. It wants to hit Mordwin with dual Wing Beat. So we're going to do that thing we like to do where we bait dual Wing Beat into Togedemaru to laugh. So we swap to Maisie. Epic. Okay. To make sure that we get in enough damage, we are now going to, it has a nerve, nothing stops it from flinching. We are going to click Fake Out to do a cheeky little 5% to it. That will, I actually don't think it matters because Electrode's holding the magnet, but we may as well do it. Clap. Okay. It wants to click Earthquake now. Mordwin does not take that much damage from Earthquake, even if it crits. Any amount of damage from Earthquake here will still rebate dual Wing Beat. To make sure that we do not overtax Togedemaru, this dual Wing Beat we will be directing into the un-Mega Evolved Garchomp. My scarf! You found it! Epic. Not that I'm aware of. I'm sorry. Okay. So Aerodactyl wants to click Dual Wing Beat. It also might click Earthquake. Very unlikely. It's like a 1 in 256. The important thing to note is that Electrode never dies to Dual Wing Beat, and Electrode never dies to Earthquake. So, we are going to swap to Electrode. No crits. Oh, and Static. That's fun. We are going to Volt Switch back to Togedemaru. Togedemaru is faster than Camerupt, but slower than Slacking, so it is going to bait in Slacking to go for a kill with Earthquake. In comes the king. It wants to kill us really hard. Thankfully, we're able to fake it out so it's not really feeling it right now. Okay, it is now on its truant turn, which means it can't do anything this turn. So, to maximize on that, we are going to click Nuzzle. Okay. It is no longer in Truant. Spiky Shield has 10 PP? I thought it had 5. Oh shit, we're fine. I'm now going to click Spiky Shield. It is free, Amanda. Earthquake. I suppose we do need to be a little mindful of how many Earthquakes it's used, but we do a minimum of 15% with Zing Zap, so we are fine. So, Zing Zap number 1. I didn't see the Truant thing immediately slide up and got scared. I now realize that's because it was paralyzed, so it's slower than me. Scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Okay. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to calculate the maximum and minimum range that Slacking's HP could be at right now, based on the attacks we've used. Okay, so, lowest roll rapid spin was 38. Highest roll rapid spin was 45. Togedemaru then used Fake Out. So lowest roll is 18. Highest roll is 22. We then used Nuzzle. Lowest roll was 15. Highest roll was 18. We've used a single Zing Zap. Low roll was 52. High roll was 63. Chat, question. We're currently on Truant turn, right? We just used our second Spiky Shield. We came in on Fake Out. Then we use Nuzzle, then Spiky, then Zing, then Spiky. Okay, so we are on Zing Zap turn. Okay. No crit. So, low roll was 52. High roll was 63. I should note, what goal HP are we trying to get to right now? We are trying to get it below 70. Okay. Spiky Shield turn. Okay. If red bar is about 20%, that does help. We are currently on Spiky Shield. It was Fake Out, was 1 PP, Nuzzle, Spiky, Zing Zap, Spiky, Zing Zap, so we are on Spiky. Okay. We're zinging. We're zapping. Okay, I do think we want to start nuzzling now. So, low roll Zing Zap was 52. High roll Zing Zap was 63. Yeah. Why below 70? Because that is the range where we can kill it all guaranteed with Volt Switch on Hisuian Electrode. Okay. Yeah, so I do think we're going to want to start clicking Nuzzle, because I do believe we are at the range where a critical hit Zing Zap could kill. Are those bunny ears on your hoodie? They are a hat, actually. We're on a spiky shield turn, right? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Okay, spiky turn. Thank you for double checking me, chat. I'm pretty certain I can figure it out with PP, but I get scared. Okay. Uwu nuzzles you, you're so warm. Okay, that was 15 to 18. Minus 15. Minus 18. Okay. Spiky shield. Nuzzle. Okay, it's in the red. 91 minus 15 is 76. 41 minus 15 is 26. Okay. If we're certain that red bar is 20%, because Volt Switch does 21%. Well, first things first, we need to spiky shield this turn. Yeah, this is a spiky turn, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it is a spiky turn. Because I always do these numbers after I make, like, a hit. Okay. Earthquake. I think we're safe to get in one more nuzzle. I don't think we've gotten max roll on every attack so far. The only way that Nuzzle would kill here is if we did max damage on every attack prior to this one, and we crit and we max rolled. And it guarantees puts it into the range that Electrode needs without pushing it into the death zone. So, Nuzzle, Spiky Shield. Good. Now we Spiky. Okay. Oh, you know what's funny? We didn't even need Electrode here. We could have swapped Dragonite in on an Earthquake. That's silly. Well, fuck it. We went this far. We may as well. Let's swap Maisie to Circumfery. Truant. Circumfery outspeeds, KOs with Volt Switch. Okay, we are going to Volt Switch to Deirdre. Because we taught Deirdre Surf, it shows a fast kill to Camerupt, so it always brings in Zoroark next. That being said, you're going to think they're bringing in Camerupt, because Zoroark is going to come in disguised as Camerupt. Camerupt. We drop a Draco. It's going to go for, I think, Sludge Bomb. I was about to say critical hit, poison, Sludge Bomb does not put us into a dangerous range. I love how regular Zoroark does that. Hisuian Zoroark doesn't do that? That's so fucked up. Okay. Now we get actual Camerupt. Because actual Camerupt came in last, it cannot explode. The reason that we did this to make sure that Deidre only had to suffer one attack from Zoroark is so that way we were never within the range for it to click Eruption. It can now only click Stone Edge. Which means critical hit Stone Edge does a max of 33% into Slowbro. Critical hit Eruption does a max of 65% into Slowbro. I'm going to plug this into my calculator really quickly, but I do believe this math work how I think it math. 257 minus 169 is 88, and then crit Stone Edge max is at 85. Slowbro always one-hit KOs with Surf. Always has at least 3 HP. We are going to swap Deirdre to Kaylin. It is always Stone Edge. Confirming that it is always Stone Edge. Yeah. Honestly, it'd be real epic if Stone Edge misses. Just for the disrespect. Okay. 1-hit KO with Surf. It's faster than us anyways, so... Oh, Slowbro's incredible in this, especially because you get Mega Evolution, so, being able to become crit-proof is really cool, turns out. Fuck that fight. Okay. That's the other thing, yeah. Slack Off has 10 PP in this, where most other HP restoring moves only have 5. Let Slowbro do so much based sheerly off of its, like, improbable bulk. Especially once it becomes crit-proof. Whee! Oh, voice crack. That was an awful voice crack. Whee! All right. 9 fights to Hellroom. Yeah, Mega Bro's an Elite Four staple. I was going to say, and I have a really solid Slowbro too. Streamer, you're looking a little red. I get a little blushy in the cheeks. It's kind of warm in here right now. The 5th bond of the next fight. Oh god, is it a Weezing? But yeah, no, but like, it's a shame that it's a minus special attack nature, but like, plus defense, 23 HP. All it needs is 2 scales to be functionally immortal. Arguably only 1, just to shore up its special defense. And yeah, honestly, fastest Slowbro in the West, that 31 speed has been relevant in a couple fights. Fastest Slowbro would be Timid. You're correct, Izzy, but let the new viewers make their jokes. We're the fastest Slowbro in the Tri-County area. That being said, I have to hashtag go piss girl, so I will be right back. I return. Impish does more for this than Modest, TBH. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want it to be Modest. I would definitely prefer a thing that boosts defense. Oh, we're currently Impish. Yeah. It does suck to have a minus special attack nature, but we at least have a special attack IV high enough to compensate for it. And like, considering the fact that, so like currently we have a defense stat of 209. If we were Mega, it would be 331. If we were Modest, it would instead be 301. We would lose 30 stat points off of our defense. Is that like 30 extra damage? It's that you wouldn't take. It's complicated. I don't really know quite how the damage formula works, but like we go from taking, like if we were to Mega Evolve, that explosion does a max of 278 damage to us right now. If we were Mega Slowbro, it does a max of 176. It, not 30 damage, 30%. So if we were Modest, 176, it would instead do 194. So upwards of about like another 10% of survivability, which makes sense if you think about it. Impish is a defense boosting nature. Modest is just the like hyper optimized special attacker nature. That's a plus special attack minus attack. But we would rather have minus special attack in exchange for boosted defense. That's how important defense is on this thing. Because once it hits the point, like, I genuinely think this Slowbro is enough to carry us through the E4 on its own. Like, if we can make it that far. All it takes is 2 scales to give it max, like, 31 special defense, 31 regular defense. It has 4 perfect IVs and a 23 in HP. Like, it just becomes an absolute fucking monster. Like, that is a non-resisted explosion. Phoebe and Cindy would stop it. Yeah, I know. But we have guys who are good for Phoebe and I think Sydney. Apparently, I guess Dragonite is actually really good for Phoebe and Glacia. But I do appreciate your input, Izzy. Thank you very much, sweetie. Hold on. Why do I have so many fucking DMs? Okay, Turtle, that is a really funny post, though. Oh, wow, you actually dove straight back into doing Pantheon of Hollow Nest. I'm proud of you, wife. It's the only achievement she has left to get in Hollow Knight. She's even done 100% Steel Soul. Okay, now let's hit mute on that for a little bit. And let's get the music going. I think I just saw Hannah's subscription fade in real time. Like one post, yeah, one post has the badge, and then the next post a couple seconds later, no badge.
Oh, crazy.
Cutie Pie jump scare. Oh, I see what you mean about Wii. Oh wait, you have it again. That's strange. Did you just like unequip the badge? Person in the background, that's MintMod, known from famous chat emote. Thank you, MintMod. She's my wife. She gets me coffee when I beg for it, and helps make sure that I eat. Yeah, no, that's weird. You just have like here, I'm sending you this screenshot because like,
yeah, it's like a weird. It's only for one message.
Yeah, it's like a single message.
Single message.
Here, I'm in your DMs, sending you posts.
Turns out when you don't play Hollow Knight for a while, your dog shit at it again.
I see. Oh, hi, Double Team. Ugh. Oh, Noivern. Oh, you probably don't kill with, But I mean, if we get it to flamethrower into you, then you could kill it with Life Orb boosted Draco Meteor. Oh, I am not a fan of you, Manectric with Double Team. Because isn't Double Team weird? Isn't, like, the circumstances with which it would want to use Double Team kind of strange? Like, thankfully it's got a Life Orb, so we can get kind of funny with it, but this is a really annoying lead. Oh, does it just get... It does just kind of get beat the fuck up by Torterra, though. Delmise, why do you threaten a kill with Power Whip? What the fuck? I have to keep reminding myself that Delmise actually has a crazy high base attack stat and a 31 IV. DT is just plain +6, nothing else funny. What's accuracy against a thing that has, like, zoom lens doesn't cancel out Double Team, right? Because, like... how do evasion stages work? Hold on. Evasion... Because I think it's +1 evasion makes it so that everything is like 75% to hit you. Which is very frustrating. No, I don't want the page for stat. I want the page for evasion. Two and a half bright powders. Whew. Oh, the evasion formula is 6/6. So 5 divided by 6, 83. I think zoom lens makes a 100% accurate move hit. How do you do 5/6 so fast? With a calculator that you can't see. Sent in DMs. Oop, thank you, Hannah. Oh, it's 3/3 by default. So then it becomes 3/4. Yeah, so it does make it 95 accurate. I do almost wonder if Seismitoad can just kind of bullshit it. like with the zoom lens, you gotta hit eventually, right? And it's not killing it very fast. Yeah, it is Gen 6 Plus makes it 3/3. Can't even see what's going on. Is that a Manectric? It is a Manectric. Apologies, it's kind of hard to get everything zoomed in enough to make it legible and also easy for me to navigate. Like, I could do this, but then I gotta do a lot more scrolling. Which, we can see how that feels. But yeah, Manectric with double team. The only way we can prevent it from using double team is by showing it a kill. Somehow survive Flamethrower Intoxicate? Not a bad idea. But yeah, Roserade takes way too much. Because, like... So, the thing is, we have an easy answer to it, which is to send out something that baits Flamethrower, swap to Noivern with Life Orb, so that way it loses 10% of its max HP to... Swap to Noivern with Life Orb, it loses a 10th of its max HP to its Life Orb, bringing it within range of Draco Meteor. Which I suppose that just means we need something that, like, ideally dies to Flamethrower from, like, a high HP. But we probably don't have a lot of those. In theory, Hisuian Electrode even gets a Volt Switch out of the deal. Either that or we need to be able to kill it with a sure hit move, but how many of those are there? Or again, the alternative is just open with Seismitoad equipped with Zoom Lens. It's like a 2.5% chance that it doesn't get the turn 1 kill. And like every time it clicks double team, it's not exactly like... How do I put this? It, like, Hidden Power Ice, like, only 3-hit KOs us on crits. Golly, these songs feel kind of loud. There we go. So, like, Seismitoad can kill it with Earthquake. It's just a matter of, like... Do we believe in our ability to roll a 1? Not even a 1 in 20, because it's like a 40% chance it even clicks at turn 1. There is also the version of this where we, like, use Eldegoss to bait a Thunderbolt to drop its speed, but that's kind of stupid. It's not awful, it's just not great. Yeah. We do an amount with Flare Blitz, but not enough. This feels heavily inspired by EK. I mean, we're fighting against the evil team, and that's kind of the gimmick of evil teams in Run and Bun, is that they use a bunch of the annoying cheat strategies that are really inconsistent to deal with, to reference the fact that they are in fact evil. They're using like cheater items that make it really hard for you to plan, as opposed to EK, which just has a bunch of those items because it's a Kaizo game. So all of these items are here to fuck with you. Garchomp does not outspeed. It definitely one-hit KOs, but it's behind by 10 points. If only we also got 31 speed plus speed nature Garchomp. Yeah, don't get me wrong, we got a bunch of guys who can, like, kill it. It's just a matter of if they get to hit. Okay. Okay, who dies like a bitch to Flamethrower? Lucario dies like a bitch to Flamethrower from the highest HP. 84% is not too bad. What attempt is this? So I have it written down as attempt number 4. It's probably closer to attempt number 8 because back when I was really early on, I didn't bother cataloging the attempts that made it, or that like didn't make it to Dewford, which is where the first gym is in this. So yeah, we're on like, if we're talking real attempts, this is attempt number 4. Our first attempt died before the first boss. Our second attempt died at Brawley. Our third attempt died at Roxanne. And here we are at level 79. It wasn't a gradual increase. Some might call it a... No, not a parabolic arc. I really hope it's not a parabolic arc, because then that means we're going down later. Exponential growth. But yeah, so if we, oh, would there actually beware? Nah, you also take a lot from it. We'd obviously prefer not to bait Thunderbolt. We specifically want something that baits Flamethrower. Damn, that's a girthy bolt. That's a real girthy bolt. I mean, like... we could KO it through its own Life Orb chip. Have it just keep flamethrowering into Arcanine. Ah, but it's not guaranteed to T-Bolt. Yeah, because it could double team. And ideally, we would be able to secure a fast KO at some point. Yeah. Is there anyone who takes more damage than Lucario? Well, that's the Thunderbolt. Togi? Togedemaru does. Okay. I think we're probably more likely to derive utility out of Togedemaru than Lucario. Notably, by clicking Fake Out into it, it means we don't need Life Orb. We can just use Dragon Fang. Or even Rostberry, probably. 74%. Hold on. 160. Sorry, I guess. I need 2 calculators. Okay. Where'd my freaking... There we go. Okay, so that's... 215 divided by 10 is just 21, right? 21. Fucking Mint Mod. Joseph has ruined me.
What?
Joseph has ruined me.
I can't hear you over the sound of Big Brother kicking my ass.
Oh, you're fighting.
No. Calm down. I don't have Pantheon or Polonest on this one unlocked yet.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
on the night, just like regular night.
Bunny hat so cutesome. Thank you, Kessel. Honestly, I would love to get like a proper like bunny headband to wear for these as some cutesy wootsy costuming. Okay, so 215 minus 21 is 194 minus 160 is 34. Token is 27 with a silk scarf. 32. Doesn't quite do it. Okay, yeah. So, plan for Dragon Fang instead of Life Orb. Izzy, you also are bunny branded? You're a fellow bunny brand? I look, I'm not gonna say that I'm a bunny girl to differentiate myself from the droves of puppy girls and like kitty girls amongst the T-girl community, but I feel like I just keep bumping into more of me. Which I guess is fine. Okay. So, nah, I just love bunnies a lot. That's fair. So we just have to pre-damage Toge to 185. Suppose I should grunt number 4. Pre-damage Toge to 185. Okay. Opens Monet. Open with Toge. Use F out. Swap to Noiv. KO with Demeteor. Equip Noiv with Defang. Defrang? Defang. No, I just love bunnies a lot, and I'm a tea girl. Well, I should say I am a bunny girl, lol. I was just saying it's not because I want to be different. I think I just naturally identified with it more. It's hard to tell. It's been so long. Because the annoying thing is that I do have quite a bit of contrarianism built into my bones. So I imagine that might have affected some things. I just know that, like, streamer, what's your name? April. Right down there, sleeping on the chat box. That's Miss May. This is technically her stream. I'm just the one who plays the games. An underappreciated part of channel lore I got to start talking about more often. Okay, so we kill Manectric, Noivern. Is there anything that outspeeds it? Damn, these bitches fast. But not faster than my Noi boy. Notably, Noivern will be at -2 special attack at this point. Pleasure to meet you as well, Amanda. Okay. Fucking focus band again! Fire Blast, Hyper Voice, Fire Spin. Slowbro, how will you bulk this bitch? Not as well as I'd hoped. Caracosta. Okay, Caracosta beats this guy. I'm not even sure if that's who's coming in next. Right, special attack is at -2. Okay, so it could be Fearow. Is probably Absol, right? 85%, lowest roll flamethrower is 16. Yeah, so it's always going to be... I don't think there's any amount of damage we could take from Manectric that would bait in Fearow. So it would be Absol on Stone Edge. Let me just confirm that, though. Critical hit flamethrower plus burn. 237 divided by 16 is 14. 237 minus 14. Minus 73 is 150. Good. Above Double Edge and Brave Bird. Super Luck Scopelins, Jesus. Yeah, Stone Edge. Oh, wait. The AI sees Stone Edge as an auto crit, doesn't it? Because Super Luck plus Scope Lens is +2 to accuracy. Oh, yeah, so it just sees all of these as auto crits, don't it? I think. Aw, cute. That's a little more annoying. Pre-freeze Noivern. Flamethrower thaws you, which means we don't need to worry about getting burned, which means we get to regain those 14 hit points, bringing us to 164. Which means we're always still baiting Stone Edge on Absol. Yeah. I'm correct about that, right, Hannah? Flamethrower thaws you if you're hit by it. You just always get thawed if you get hit by fire-type moves. And it, like, saves you all fire moves unthaw if you're hit by one. Perfect. Be proud of me for being smart, Hannah. Pre-freeze Noiv. Okay, good. So we are always baiting Absol on Stone Edge. Ooh, actually, fuck, maybe we do use Lucario. Hold on. Yeah, no priority moves. Super Look, Scope Lens. Lucario doesn't get cheesed here even a little bit. As long as the fire move isn't Flare Blitz. Huh. That's really funny. Flare Blitz only thaws you if you're using it. Okay. Swap to Absol. Flare Blitz does thaw and hit, but because it's fucky, it can still burn you anyways. That's really funny. I love how broken Flare Blitz is. I don't love how broken Flare Blitz is. Thankfully, our best answer to guys with Flare Blitz is a fire type. So, swap to Luca, OHKO with a sphere. So I guess worth noting, we could potentially, if we need a spare team slot, we could use Lucario instead of Maisie. And then we just have to do, but Life Orb on Noivern means that we don't get, the nice range here. So, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, because I have to imagine Kecleon also just baits Thunderbolt. Yeah. Gotta specifically have a weakness. Okay. So, Lucario KOs Absol. I have to assume, yeah, baits in Fire Blast on Pyroar. But that means it's always baiting in Fire Blast on Pyroar. So that's cool. Does basically nothing to Caracosta. We can't do pre-freeze strats on Kara, though, because Fire Blast can miss. But yeah, we come in on Fire Blast. We take a Hyper Voice. It's kind of awkward. It's got that focus band, and I'd ideally like to use something that can knock off that focus band, but... we can't use Mystic Water. We can't pre-burn ourselves to avoid Yawn. Because it never yawns on Lucario, because it just sees a kill. So if we swap to Caracosta, it would be use knockoff, use yawn, use liquidation, use a move. So I think we're safe to have Caracosta just hold a Citrus Berry, if I'm understanding it correctly. Because by the time it would fall asleep, it's already gotten the kill. Ah, but Fire Blast could also just burn Caracosta. Such a frustrating item, that focus. Oh, it has Unnerve anyway, so we can't even use a berry. I mean, if we swap back to Noivern... and do what, like Roost on it? The eel definitely can't do it. I suppose I could get Caracosta in for knockoff duty, and then just, like, swap to someone else who can get the kill. Because it's gonna go for Hyper Voice. And, like, 72% does a max of 171. Not guaranteed that Noivern can live that. But, okay, so let's assume we swapped Acosta. Could there be a Parasong angle? There probably could be a Parasong angle. Be funny. Honestly, a question, is there a Parasong angle, or is there just a pre-burned Mega Altaria spamming Facade until it dies? Because, like, burn Facade shows kill to Firo. Shows a kill to Trapinch. Eviolite Arena Trap. It's so funny. Yeah, no, because Trapinch has really high attack, but it has really bad everything else. Yeah, okay, so we could set up Perish on it. Pre-burn Altaria, so that way we can't get yawned. I'll admit, I don't like how much damage Hyper Voice can do, especially if we're burned. Makes me a little nervous. Especially, God forbid, if it gets up... Oh, actually, no, we can't do Parasong. If it gets up Fire Spin, we can't swap out. Yeah, you're on the same level as me. Okay. That's fine. I think I was on... I was going in the right direction with Caracosta. We can pre-burn it, give it a Shed Shell in case it gets Fire Spinned. Or actually, we don't even need to pre-burn it. As long as, like, it comes in, if Fire Blast burns it, that's fine. We're not doing damage. We're just here to knock off the Focus Band. It's so annoying, because we could swap back to Lucario, but, like, the priority on Vacuum Wave isn't quite enough. Damn, Greninja can't even come in on a Hyper Voice. Though, I suppose if we know we're guaranteed Hyper Voice... Actually, if we're pre-burned, we know it never goes for Yawn. Which means we don't need to worry about it going for Yawn. So we would only need to worry about Hyper Voice or Fire Spin. I have to imagine, like, Basculegion could probably do that. Oh, yeah. Liquidation, like, definitely does enough damage at that point. Sniper, Scope Lens, Drill Run. Ooh, Hannah, question about the calculator. Does the AI does it see, like, the, auto crit calculation before, like, does that factor into Switch in AI? Because I know that it calculates, damage for moves that are guaranteed to crit as though they're always going to crit. But is that a factor on switching? Drill Run is sure crit. Thankfully, the nice thing is, that doesn't affect Noivern, because that's the only move that can't hit Noivern. But yeah, it means that we have to account for both Brave Bird and Drill Run, potentially. It's such a shame we can't just safely swap back to Caracosta. Dreadnought, how bulky are you? Although we ideally want to be able to kill this with something that's holding a Shed Shell because of Trapinch. Or something that can just kill Trapinch when it comes in. It has no priority moves. Yeah, I think Dreadnought can do this as long as we give it the right amount of pre-damage, right? Or no, because then it can't hold Zoom Lens. If it was a little bulkier. Oh, you're right. It's not super luck, it's sniper. You're totally right about that, Han. Do you just get beat by Turtonator? You do kind of just get your ass beat by Turtonator a little bit. But then Turtonator dies to Trapinch. Trying to think, like Brave Bird, Drill Run, Electro. Do you live those? Ugh, you do not live Brave Bird crit. What's the issue with Dreadnought? In order to guarantee a KO with Stone Edge, we need Zoom Lens, but we could die to 2-hit KO from Drill Run. It's unlikely, but 2 in 650 something is still more than I would like to see. Because, oh wait, no, Drill Run isn't guaranteed crit. You're right. It is only Brave Bird. Okay, yeah, you're so right. I was calcing that switch out as though Drill Run was something that it wasn't. So in that case, I just need to make sure that Basque Legion doesn't take enough damage to abate that. And it doesn't. Because, like, yeah, it's going to go for Hyper Voice or Fire Spin. All we need to do is give it, like, a Rost Berry or a Pre-status in case Fire Blast burn. Because at that point, yeah, like... Okay, let's calculate the worst case scenario. 299... divided by 8, I believe, is Fire Spin's damage per turn. So 299 minus 37 minus 108 minus 36 minus 299 divided by 16 is 18. So minus 18 is 100. Never Drill Run. Cool. Though I suppose I should consider... no, it would never be Trapinch because we show a fast kill to Trapinch. Cool. What the hell do I name a Scraggy? Do you like people names? Do you like just kind of cool sounding things? Do you like food names? I've been meaning to tell you your music is really loud compared to your voice, but I just realized it's my music playing in the background. I'm Schwepped. I love you, Kessel. Never change. For a Scraggy. First thing that pops into my head is Drifter, but I think I could do better than that. Male or female Scraggy? Decker could be cute. Leaning off of Punch McGee. Kind of a play on words. Female. I feel like Decker could still be a cute girl name. Tish has kind of like high femme punky vibes. Decker, I barely fecker. Okay. So yeah, Trapinch wouldn't come in, and even if it did, Arena Trap doesn't block ghost types, I believe. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure that might just be Shadow Tag. Unless they are airborne, holding a shed shell, or are a ghost type. Cool. So Basque Legion can definitely swap out should something go fucky, but it shouldn't. So if it's always going for Brave Bird, does Burned Knockoff always deal enough for liquidation to KO? 83%. Oop, that's badly poisoned. So let's see. 237 minus 37 comes out to 200. 198. One answer could be pre-poison. Pre-tox plus a shed shell makes it so that we always get the damage with knockoff. Because we have to have the shed shell no matter what. We know we're not taking Eon on switch-in, so we always have at least to the one turn to hit. So it'll always either go for Hyper Voice or Fire Spin. So I guess, let me do the numbers to make sure, but I believe worst case scenario is it using Hyper Voice turn 2 in terms of like damage on Caracosta. So we are pre-toxic 228 divided by 16, 14. So 228 minus 14, and then 228 divided by 8 is 28 minus 28. So those are the 2 turns of toxic. We don't need to worry about burn from Fire Blast. Critical hit would be 66 damage. Drops us to 120. And then 1 critical hit Hyper Voice does 110. Oof. That does make switch out inconsistent. Although, I suppose it's worth noting... I don't know. Because I am also thinking, like, if we come in on Fire Blast and it goes for Fire Spin, then we can just kill it. I think. Maybe not. Yeah. I suppose it's worth noting Dreadnought could just swap in on it. 25.4. Numbers don't quite line up in our favor. Yeah, they just do so much that all of the, like, bonus status damage, like, it drops us at worst down to 10 HP, which would bait anything. I suppose it's worth noting that might not matter on Basque Legion. No, I don't think we can pre-tox and still guarantee that we bait Brave Bird. Like, if we were to come in on crit Fire Blast and then get hit by another crit Fire Blast. Ba, 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 bum, bum. I mean, okay, what happens if we do like let it hyper voice or fire spin into Eldegoss to drop its speed? Dreadnought's still not faster than it. And it definitely takes too much to stay in for 2 rounds. Ba, 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 bum. Gyarados doesn't actually affect its used stats. Garchomp doesn't outspeed it. Because it's fast as fuck. Is Arc-H okay? Kinda. It would need, well, I suppose it would need charcoal. It could do it with, yeah. Hardstone KOs even if, Caracosta gets burned. It could potentially suffer a yawn. But it would definitely bait in Fearow. Oh, wow. It actually might not guaranteed bait in Fearow. It might bait in Trapinch for Earthquake. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I guess since we're going slower than it, Rock Slide into E-Speed would do it. Okay. Which would permit for the holding. Why is there a Trapinch? Because of Arena Trap. It's got Arena Trap and Eviolite. It's bulkier than you think it is, and it means you can't switch out. There is also just the option of, like, if we could guarantee that Noivern was swapping into something that wasn't Hyper Voice, it could just get the kill with Draco Meteor, probably. But yeah, okay, bring in Arcanine on what is either Hyper Voice or Fire Spin if we pre-burn Tortuga. I suppose actually it wouldn't even matter. It would be advantageous if we got random moved on switching because Hyper Voice is highest damage as long as it's not Yawn. And then if we had a Shed Shell, it means that if we did bait in Trapinch next, it's a free swap to something that doesn't die to Trapinch. Noivern is kind of able to, well, it can't sit on it because of Swagger, but... Dreadnought dies to EQ. It's always baiting EQ. But also, it might not. It could just be Fearow. Odds are pretty high that it's Fearow, but not guaranteed unless we do some pre-damage. I don't know. I feel like I've got a better answer to this prick. I just gotta find it. Ninja dies. Slurper takes so much from Hyper Voice. Like, do I got me any specially defensive rock types? I don't think there's any room for Lettian cheese. Yeah, definitely not. We're also just not fast enough to encore it. Bum, 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 bum. Run and bun sounds fun if you have the time. It definitely is. If you love a good puzzle game, it's a great time. And I do love a good puzzle game. It's just beating my ass. Hey. Yawn. Okay. Yawn takes one fewer turns than Future Sight, right? You fall asleep at the end of your next turn. Yeah. So, Caracosta swaps in on Fire Blast, uses Knockoff on the turn it uses Yawn, gets the KO on the turn. I think Caracosta can beat Pyroar with, like, a Citrus Berry? I might be crazy. I'm probably crazy. Like, no pre-status, no nothing. I suppose the scary situation could be like... No, because critical hit Hyper Voice never does more than 50%. Oh, but I suppose if we got burned, we wouldn't have Mystic Water. Liquidation wouldn't do it. Known Demon Trap Inch will claim. Sorry, GG, it's over. Hey, Faulty. Welcome to the stream. I am struggling. But we're doing ostensibly pretty all right. It's such a shame that Lucario can't, like, fake out this dweeb. Although, if we incorporate a ground type somewhere into the line, we could probably replace Maisie with, like, Kecleon. It does more damage with Fake Out. And then we just swap into a ground type that baits fire, i.e. like Torterra. But I suppose they would need to be pre-damaged really heavily. I'm curious what a casual run of this looks like. Well, a casual run of this is just one where you aren't nuzlocking it, right? At which point it's just a very difficult Pokemon game because of the level caps, but like, you can kind of brute force it with enough trial and error. Like, being crit-proof, Dreadnought can come in and fight Pyroar. It definitely kills with Liquidation. Thank you very much for the follow, Argot Surin. Busy stream. For new follows, we're up like 4 today. Hold on. Yeah, wow. Okay. Just like, I wish I had something that could survive hits from this thing. Oh, that's right, Caracosta can't hold a Citrus Berry because it's fucking unnerve. I have to keep reminding myself that. Yeah, so definitely no cheese like that. Torterra can't beat it. There's no way we'd be able to get toxic on it. I mean, okay, if we bait Hyper Voice / Fire Spin into Eldegoss, drop its speed by 1, we're then baiting Fire Blast, which could be swapped back into Noivern. If we can guarantee that No, we established pre-tox Caracosta. Doesn't have that guarantee. Also, we wouldn't be able to give Eldegoss like a citrus berry to get it out of hyper voice range because of fucking unnerve. This thing is a lot more annoying than it needs to be. I think the answer is to just lock in and do the Arc H pre-damage status math, so it's always Pharaohin. Probably not a bad idea. I doubt we have to pre-damage by that much, even. Because, yeah, we're definitely able to pre-tox Caracosta and get off knockoff. Guarantees that we don't get yawned. Yeah, because we only need to get down to 78.1. Okay, the annoying thing, though, is that it baits Drill Run. But I suppose we could do pivot to Noivern to dodge Drill Run, and then pivot into Dreadnought and Bravebird, right? Do we guarantee kill Trap Inch? We do. Well, that's pretty cool now, isn't it? I can't believe this damn Dreadnought is actually getting kills. Yeah, you just need it to not yawn so you don't avoid damage. That's true. Are you implying pre-status Arcanine 2 then, or... No, just as long as we aren't getting yawned on the turn we swap. Unfortunately, the range and damage between Fire Spin and Hyper Voice is... I suppose not actually that massive. It's complicated, right? The math is definitely there. We can definitely do it. It's just really annoying to try to conceptualize it. Because... Fire Spin is an extra, yeah, 12.5 on top of that. And it'll proc at least twice, right? Because in this line, we can do Hardstone instead of Charcoal. So... Oh wait, we don't actually even need Hearthstone. Because we know that pre-tox Caracosta always does a certain amount of damage with knockoff. We don't actually even need to worry about extreme speed. Nice thing about Arcanine, if we decide to status it or something, is that even if it were to eat a citrus berry, it would still show kill to Drill Run. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's that difficult to bring in Firo. Because, like, we actually might not even need to pre-damage, right? Because 17.2%. Okay, we need to pre-damage a little bit. So the number to hit is 204. If we can get dropped to 204, we're good. If Caracosta is pre-burned, Pyroar is only ever going for Hyper Voice or Fire Spin. The one of those that does the less damage is Fire Spin, because Fire Spin into Hyper Voice does less damage than Hyper Voice into Hyper Voice. I don't think we need to pre-status here to avoid Yawn, because we only need one turn to kill with Rock Slide. So we need to account for the world where it only hits us with Fire Spin. So that is 204 plus lowest roll fire spin. So plus 9. And then 204 divided by 8 is 25. So plus 25. 238. So we never come in on Yawn. And then if we do come in on Hyper Voice, because it's never Fire Blast, I'm pretty sure. And if it is Fire Blast, I think it's fine. I mean, maybe it's possible for Caracosta's HP to get low enough to show a kill to Fire Blast. But it's really unlikely. Pre-toxic is best. That's true, because we only need to be on the field for 1 turn. So that's only 2 ticks of toxic damage. Definitely will bring us down into the range. Yeah, hold a Citrus Berry. So let's assume we're at full HP. 261 minus 25 minus... Hold on, wait. 261. 61 divided by 16 for turn 1 of Toxic is 16 damage. So minus 16 minus 261 divided by... Numbers are hard. 261 divided by 8. I forgot. It's not even the numbers are hard. I just forgot what the number was. Minus 32. And then minus 2 critical hit hyper voices, I believe is highest damage. So minus 81 twice. Drops us to 51. Once it dies, Citrus Berry would proc, healing us for 261 divided by 4 is 65. So plus 65 is 116. It's already faster than us, so we don't need to worry about proccing quick attack. Yeah, definitely high enough to avoid Brave Bird Double Edge. I believe that is the highest damage scenario, because if it goes for Fire Spin, we only take the 1 turn of Fire Spin because we kill it before the second tick of Fire Spin would happen. So highest damage is Hyper Voice into Hyper Voice. Now let's make sure that minimum damage does it as well, which would be low roll Fire Blast into low roll Hyper Voice. It'd be miss Fire Blast, actually. So 0 damage turn 1, and then it would be miss Fire Blast into Fire Spin, actually. Because Fire Spin low roll plus 1/8 max HP is less than the lowest roll of Hyper Voice. So 261, let me just check the history here. So 261 minus 16 minus 32 is 213. We would then lose another 32 from the 1 round of Fire Spin, plus lowest roll is 9 damage. Is 172. Definitely within Drill Run range. It's within guaranteed Drill Run kill range. And any Citrus Berry proc that brings us below 50% brings us up to, but not over, 75%. Okay, yeah, that does it. Because, yeah, that baits in Firo for the fast kill. It goes for Drill Run. We swap for Noivern. We bait not only a move, but like a recoil move into Dreadnought. Good old Dreadnought has a zoom lens to make Stone Edge perfectly accurate. We always live Brave Bird max roll into Drill Run max roll. We can never be crit. And then in comes Trapinch, who has nothing to stop it from getting one shot by liquidation. Okay, that's the line. It was a really annoying line, but that is the line. Thankfully, Arcanine can do it for max HP. So it's swap to Absol, swap to Pyro. And yeah, we're also pre-toxicking Caracosta. And then equipping it with a Shed Shell. Gonna double check the Caracosta math just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure we're good. So equip Noivern with Dragon Fang. Lucario actually doesn't need anything. Equip Care, is it just C-A-R-R? Yeah. Equip Car with Shed Shell. Equip Arca with Citrus Berry. Pre-freeze Noive. Pre-toxic Car and Arca. Equip Arca with Citrus Berry. Equip Dread with Zoom Lens. Yeah, you know, fuck it. Dreadnought really is actually putting in some work. I do wish ours had a better defense, Ivy, because being better than minimum possible defense would be nice, but fuck it if we aren't really benefiting from being impossible to crit. Hell, Dreadnought's even getting a fucking chain kill. Okay, swap to Pyro. Swap to Care. I always put an E at the end of Lens. That's not how that's spelled. Swap to Car. Use K off. Swap to Arca. KO with K, or not K off. R slide. Swap to, is it F-E-R-R or F-E-A-R? F-E-A-R. Swap to Fear. Swap to Dread, O-H-K-O, with Stedge. Swap to Trap, O-H-K-O, with Liquidation. That being said, the fight's calced. I'm a little tired. I don't want to do the fight right now. Also, hey chat, I can do this really cool thing, where, check this out. Did it not? There we go. Join the Discord. I have a button that does that now, that just posts my Discord link. Isn't that cool? Don't you want to join the Discord? Anyways, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this fight right now. I think I might just save it for next stream, so that way we can, like, hit the ground running. And hopefully I can get another fight or two calced before then. And, like, it's nice to raid out while we still have, like, people to raid. Oh shit, Honey Garlic Fishbone is currently streaming, so let's go raid our girl. /raid Honey Garlic Fishbones. Did I spell that right on the first try? I did! Cool. So, unfortunately, chat, there is no stream on Saturday. I have coffee with my mother in the morning, and we're watching movies with friends in the evening. So I simply do not have the time to run one of these. And Fridays, of course, D&D night. I'm sorry that we keep skipping, like, one stream a week. I really want to stop doing that. What are you gonna do? Honestly, I'm not gonna complain about having the extra time to calc out fights in Magma Hideout. But I really hope we can, like, pick up the pace soon. And I want to thank you all so much for bearing with me for that. But until then, folks, I hope you all had a good night. Gosh knows I did, all things considered. Until next time, I have been April. She has been May. You have all been incredible, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good night, folks. Sending out the raid. and ending the